Assalamu alaikum. Today we will discuss differentiation, derivatives or gradient of a curve. So let's start. Derivatives or differentiation or gradient of a curve. Differentiation, derivatives and gradient of a curve are the same topics. So first we will learn how to derivate. So base rule. First of all we will discuss base rules. If x, its derivative will be 1, coefficient of the variable will be the derivative. If 2x is the term, so its derivative will be 2. If minus 3x is the term, its derivative will be minus 3. If 4x will be the term, its derivative will be 4. So base rule 2. If there is a constant, like if 5 is a constant, its derivative will be 0. If minus 2 is a constant, its derivative will be 0. If 4 is a constant, its derivative will be is equal to 0. So these are the rules of derivative or differentiation. Power rule. What is the power rule? Now we will discuss power rule. If x raised to power n, its derivative will be n x n minus 1. N becomes first and n comes first, and then x raised to power n minus 1. 1 will be subtracted from the power. So see, this is the rule of the power of differentiation. So symbols. Now we will discuss symbols. Y is a curve. If we will differentiate y, its derivative will be dy over dx. If we will again differentiate it, its derivative, second derivative will be called d square y over dx square. D square y over dx square. Okay, first derivative will be dy over dx. Second derivative will be called will be written or called d square y over dx square. What is actually dy over dx? Dy over dx is value of gradient of curve. And if we have to find stationary points, then dy over dx will be is equal to 0. And second derivative will tell the nature of stationary points. So dy over dx will tell the value of the gradient of curve, and if we are going to find stationary points, then we will put dy over dx is equal to 0, and second derivative will tell the nature of stationary points. So these are the key points that we have to remember. So let's discuss some past paper questions of differentiation. Question number 1, the derivative of this is this, find the value of a and the value of k. Differentiation and derivatives are the same as I told you. So how we have to solve this question? Derivative of this one is this. So it means if let's suppose 2ax7 plus 3x raised to power k. So if we will differentiate it, dy over dx is equal to 2 as it is, a as it is, and 7 will comes first, x 7 minus 1 plus 3 as it is, k will comes first, x k minus 1. Starting value coefficients will remain as it is. Power will comes first before the variable, and then we will subtract 1 from the power. This is the rule of the power. So 7 to the 14, a x 6 plus 3 k x k minus 1 is the differentiation of that expression. Now we have to compare it with this expression. So if we will compare 14ax6 plus 3kxk minus 1 with 42x6 plus 15xk minus 1, we can see that x6 and x6 are same, xk minus 1, xk minus 1 are same. It means that 42 will be is equal to 14a and 3k will be equal to 15. So how we will write it? First equation will be 14a is equal to 42. By comparing, we will get the value of a from here. 14 3 a is equal to 3. Now we will compare 3k with 15, and k is equal to 15 by 3, that is 5. So 5 is the value of k. So this is the way how we will solve this question. Question number 2, a curve has equation y is equal to x cube minus 12x. Find the gradient of the curve at point 1 and minus 11. So how we will find the gradient of the curve? Gradient of the curve will be find with the value of x. So here x is 1 and minus 11 is y. So we can find gradient of curve at any point with the help of differentiation. So please remember that we can find gradient of curve at any point with the value of x. So if x is given to you, we can find the gradient of curve easily with that value. Here we will use the value of x, that is 1. So a curve has an equation, and always remember here gradient is differentiation. The gradient is always dy over dx. So we will find differentiation for the gradient, that is dy over dx. So dy over dx is equal to, as I told you, gradient of a curve is differentiation. So for gradient we will find here differentiation of this equation. So dy over dx is 3 will comes first, x, we will subtract 1 from 3, we will get 2 minus 12x, differentiation will be 12 as I told you. So this is the first differentiation. Now what we will do, we will put the value of x in this equation, in this differentiation. 3 1 minus 12, 3 minus 12, and that is minus 9. Minus 9 is the final answer. So I am repeating that by using the value of x at any point we will find the gradient of the curve. So here we will use the value of x and we will put it in differentiation, because for gradient we first we have to find the differentiation and then we have to put the value of x in it. We will get the gradient at that point. Find the coordinates of the turning points of the curve. Coordinates of turning points. So how to find the coordinates of turning point? I told you the formula that dy over dx is equal to 0. Turning coordinates of turning points formula will be dy over dx is equal to 0. So what was the dy over dx? We can see from part A, dy over dx is equal to 3x square minus 12 is equal to 0. And how we have to find the coordinates? We will factorize it. We can see that 3 is common here. X square minus 4 is equal to 0. So 3 into x plus 2, a plus b into a minus b is the formula. So 3 is equal to 0. 3 will go there and it will become 0. And how we will make two equations? X plus 2 is equal to 0 and x minus 2 is equal to 0. So x is minus 2 and here x is positive 2. So now we got the values of x. How we have to find the values of y? Because we have to find the coordinates of turning points. So x is minus 2 and then x is 2. Now what we will do? We will put these values in the original equation, that is y. Y is equal to x cube minus 12x. So we have to put the values of x one by one in this original equation and we will get two values of y. So y is equal to x cube minus 12x. So minus 2 cube minus 12x, therefore minus 8, and in place of x again minus 2. So plus 24 and 24, okay, 24 minus 8 is 16. And now y is equal to plus 2. 2 cube minus 12, 2, 8 minus 24, that is minus 16. So from minus 2 we got 16 and from positive 2 we got minus 16. So this is the way how we will get the coordinates of turning points. So what we will do, for turning points we will use dy over dx is equal to 0. So the answer of dy over dx will be equal to 0 like that, and then we will factorize. By factorization we will get the values of x, two values of x, and we will put these values one by one in the original equation of y, and then we will get two coordinates. Find the x coordinates of the point on the graph of y is equal to this and where the gradient is 0. So here the gradient is 0, it means gradient is dy over dx. As you know, gradient is dy over dx and it is 0. So first of all we will find the differentiation, because gradient means dy over dx. So 5x, 5 minus 1, 4, minus 5 into 4, x, 4 minus 1 is 3. 5x 4 minus 20 x cube is the differentiation of that equation. Now gradient is 0, it means that 5x4 minus 20x cube is equal to 0. Now we will again factorize. 5x cube is common, x minus 4 is equal to 0, 5x cube is equal to 0, x minus 4 is equal to 0, x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 4. Find the x coordinates. So here we just have to find the x coordinates. So x coordinates are calculated and we will write these coordinates here. We no need to find here y coordinates because question is not asking for those. So this is the way how you will solve this question. Next question, a curve has equation, find the coordinates if of its two stationary points. Again this is the same question. What we have to do here, that stationary points means I told you dy over dx is equal to 0. So first of all we have to find dy over dx. Dy over dx is equal to 3x, 3 minus 1 is 2, minus 2 into the 4, x 2 minus 1 is 1 and plus 5 means it will be 0. So now we will put it is equal to 0. So what is the factorization? X, 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0, 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 4 by 3. So we got two coordinates of x. Now find the coordinates of a stationary point. It means that we have to find the values of y as well because two options are given in the answer section. So we have to find the values of y. So as I told you, you have to put these equations in the original, these values in the original equation of y. So put 0 in original equation, you will get y is equal to 5. And if we will put 4 by 3 in original equation, minus 2, 4 by 3 square plus 5, 64 by 27 minus 16 to the 32 by 9 plus 5. And what is the LCM? 27 is the LCM. 27 is the LCM. 64 minus 96 plus 27 5 135. So what we will get? 64 minus 96 plus 135, 103. So 103 over 27. So what is the answer? By 0 we got the value of y 5 and by x 4 by 3 we got 103 over 27. Okay, next question 5 is the diagram shows a sketch of the curve. Find the coordinates of the point A, B and C. Okay, so coordinates of the points A, B and C, how we have to solve it? To find the coordinates, we have to find the values of x and y. And how we will find the values of x and y? By factorization. So if y is equal to 0, first of all we will put y is equal to 0 and x square plus 3x minus 4. So 0 is equal to, we will factorize x square plus 4x minus x minus 4, and x plus 4 minus 1 x plus 4 x minus 1 x plus 4 is equal to 0. So x minus 1 is equal to 0, x plus 4 is equal to 0, x is equal to 1, x is equal to minus 4. So for these values, by using these values, we have to find the values of y by putting these values in the original equation. If we will put 1 in equation, we will get 1 square plus 3 minus 4 is 0. And now we will put x is equal to minus 4, minus 4 square plus 3 minus 4 is equal to 16 minus 12 minus 4. So 4 minus 4 is 0. So x1 positive, x is positive 1, so this will be the coordinate of b, and x minus 4 is negative, so it will be the coordinate of a. So for point A, for coordinates of A, we will write negative 4 and we got 0, and B will be positive 1 and we got 0. Now to find the value of find the coordinates of C, what we will do? 0. To find the values of x, we have to put y 0, because the values at x axis, all of you know that y is 0. Now we have to find the value of coordinates of C. So to find the coordinates of C, we have to put x is equal to 0, because on y axis x is equal to 0 and on x axis y is equal to 0. That's why we put that equation is equal to 0, because we have to find the values of x uh, that are the coordinates of a and b, and a and b are the points that are on x axis. So please remember that on x axis y coordinate is 0 and on y axis x coordinate is 0. So now to find the values coordinates of C, what we will do, we will put x is equal to 0. So we will use the same equation. Y is equal to minus 4 we will get at x is equal to 0. So x 0 and y minus 4. So this is the way how you will solve this question. Next question, differentiate simple 2x plus 3. So minus 4 will become 0. So it will become 2x plus 3. You have to use the power formula here, and you have to use the base rule here, that its derivative will be 3. Find the equation of tangent of the curve at a point 2, 6. So what we have to do here, equation of tangent of the curve at point, again this is the same question as we have done already. Equation of tangent means that you have to find the equation of a line. Equation of a tangent means equation of a line, that is y is equal to mx plus c. So this is your x and x6 is your y. What we have to do, first of all we have to find the gradient. So gradient is dy over dx here. Dy over dx is 2x plus 3. So what we will do, in 2x plus 3 you have to put the values of x, as I told you, to find the gradient. What I told you already, that to find the gradient, you have to find the gradient of any point, you have to put the values of x in that the differentiation. You will get the gradient of that point. So here what we have to do, you have to put in differentiation in place of x. So please remember, you have to put the value of x in differentiation. Differentiation is 2x plus 3. So in place of x we will put 2, it will become 4 plus 3, that is 7. That is your gradient actually. You have to find the value equation of the line or equation of a tangent. So y is equal to mx plus c, you got the value of m. Now how to find the value of c? X and y, you know, this is x, this is y, and you know m. Y is equal to mx plus c. Y is 6, m is 7, x is 2, c as it is. 6 is equal to 14 plus c, and c is equal to 6 minus 14, and c is equal to 6 minus 14 is minus 8. So the answer is y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to m is 7, x plus c means minus 8. So this is the equation of the tangent. Equation of tangent is exactly you can say the equation of a line. Okay. Find the value of y when x is equal to minus 1. Simple. Y is equal to minus 1 4 minus 4 minus 1 cube 1 minus 1 cube will be minus 1 is plus 4, and that is 5. 5 is the answer. Find the two stationary points on the graph. So again, for stationary points, as I told you, dy over dx is equal to 0. So dy over dx is equal to 4x cube minus 4 3s are 12x square. 4 will remain as it is. 3 will comes first. X. 3 minus 1 will be 2. So 4 3s are 12x square. So now what we will do, 4x cube minus 12x square is equal to 0. 4x square is common. X minus 3 is equal to 0. 4x square is equal to 0. X minus 3 is equal to 0. X is equal to 0 here, and x is equal to 3. So you got the values of x. Now you have to put these values in the equation to find the value of y. Y is equal to 0. If you will put x is equal to 0, you will get y is equal to 0. And if you will put x is equal to 3, it will become at x is equal to 0. So y is equal to 3, 4 minus 4, 3 cube. 81 minus 27, 108, and that is minus 27. So 0 0 coordinates first, and second coordinates 3 and minus 27. Okay, next question. Okay, y is given dy over dx, where dy over dx is the derived function. Find the value of p and the value of q. So you have to differentiate it. Dy over dx is equal to px, p minus 1 plus 2 into q, 2q, x, q minus 1. Now you have to compare it with 11x 10. So if p is 11, you can compare by comparing p is 11, and by comparing 2q is 10. So if p is equal to 11 by comparing, and 2q is equal to 10, q is equal to 10 by 2, that is 5. So if you will put 11 in place of p, 11 minus 1 will 10, and if we will put 5 in place of q, 5 minus 1 will be 4. So you can verify like that. Okay. Next question, a curve has equation, work out the coordinates of the two turning points. Work out the coordinates of two turning points. Again, turning points and stationary points are the same things. So turning points, stationary points, maximum points or minimum points are the same things. So what you have to do, turning points means dy over dx is equal to 0. So dy over dx is equal to 0, dy over dx will be 3x square minus 8 to the 16x plus 5. And now 3x square minus 16x plus 5 is equal to 0. Okay. After that you have to factorize 5 to the 15 and midterm breaking is 3x square plus 15x plus 16, that is plus 16 plus 15x plus x plus 5 is equal to 0. 3x common, x plus 5 plus 1 common, x plus 5 is equal to 0. 3x plus 1, x plus 5 is equal to 0. 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. X plus 5 is equal to 0. 3x is equal to minus 1. X is equal to minus 1 over 3. X is equal to minus 5. So minus 1 by 3 and minus 5. So now we will put the values of x in the original equation, we will get the values of y. So if we will put minus 1 by 3, y is equal to minus 1 by 3 cube plus 8 minus 1 by 3 square plus 5 minus 1 by 3. That will be minus 1 by 27 plus 8 by 9 minus 5 by 3. And that will be 27 LCM minus 1 plus 24 minus 45, and that will be minus 22 by 27. So by 1 by minus 1 by 3 we got the value of y, that is minus 22 by 27. Now we will put the value x is equal to minus 5, y is equal to minus 5 cube plus 8 minus 5 square plus 5 minus 5 is equal to minus 125 plus 200 minus 25, that is equal to 50. So by minus 5 we got y 50. So the method is same, that what we have to do to find the coordinates of two turning points. This is very important questions. Mostly this question comes. So to find the coordinates of two turning points, we have to find dy over dx, and that will be is equal to 0. We will put it is equal to 0, and then we will differentiate, we will factorize. After factorization we will get two values of x, and then we will put these values in the original equation of y, and we will get the two values of y. These will be the coordinates of the turning points or stationary points. So second, determine whether each of turning points is a maximum or minimum. Give reasons for your answer. This is also an important part. So how to determine the value, maximum or minimum points, or you can say the nature of, this is also called the nature of stationary points. They can also use this word, nature of stationary or turning points. So they can also use this word. So how we have to solve this question? to tell the nature of the stationary points or turning points, or to tell the maximum or minimum nature, you have to uh, find the second derivative. So second derivative is d square y over dx square, and how to find it? Same rules we have to use. You will take first differentiation. First differentiation is 3x square plus 16x plus 5. You have to differentiate it again. If you will differentiate it again, 3 to the 6x plus 16 will be the second derivative. To find after finding the second derivative, what you have to do, you will put the value of x uh, that is in this question, that is minus 1 by 3 and minus 5. You have to take the values of x from the previous point, or if or in other case you can find it again if you have not found it already. So here you can see that we have found the values of x in previous part. We will take those values one by one. So 6 minus 1 by 3 plus 16, and we got 3 2s are 6, and we got 14. So remember how to tell the nature of the stationary points, that it is it maximum or minimum. Nature of stationary points can be maximum or it can be minimum. If your answer after taking second derivative and by putting the values of x will be positive, it means that is minimum nature. You will write here minimum nature, and if your answer is negative, you will write that is maximum nature. Now we will put the value second value of x, that is negative 5, in second derivative. So it will be 6x plus 16 is second derivative, and now you will put the value of x, that is negative 5 plus 16, and that is minus 30 plus 16, and that is minus 14, and negative value will be maximum nature. So yes, minus 5. Okay, so this is the way how you will find the nature of stationary points, maximum or minimum. So what you will do, again I am repeating the method. You will take the second derivative of the first derivative. The answer of first derivative you will take, and then you will differentiate it again, and you will get the second derivative. Then in place of x of second derivative, you will put the values of x one by one from there, and you will get two answers. So you have to write their natures. If your answer is positive, you will write minimum nature. If your answer is negative, you will say that is maximum nature. So remaining questions are same. You can see that question number 7, question number 8 is exactly uh, like question number 7, and also question number 9 is exactly like question number 7. 8 and 9 question are exactly of, you can say, like question number 7. So this is the way how you can complete this question. Question number 7's type is important type. So first part can be the find the coordinates of turning of stationary point, and second part can be to tell the nature of stationary points or minimum maximum point. So this is the way how you will solve these derivatives or differentiation question. I hope you have understand that topic. If you like my video, please share it with your friends, and if you have any question, any query, you can ask in comment section. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.